it's your girl Lulu, and I'm fixing the crown ink, and this is toxic relations, unhealthy soul ties, and you're gonna see me looking down because I got my little notes over here. So let's start. So you probably thought I was gonna get up here and talk about an ex or somebody that I'm tied to. No, sorry, it's the twist for you. I'm gonna basically be talking about an unhealthy soul tie that I had with a friend, and I feel like every soul tie isn't intimate. Every soul tie isn't with a person you dealt with. It's all kinds of relationships, like friends, family. So this particular friend, we became friends when we were 16, and that was my very first friend that I had that was outside the church. You know, all my other friends was I basically obtained them through church. We met through church. So now I'm trying to, branch out and do other things other than always having the church behind me. So I was introduced to this friend and we started hanging out. We kicked it and it was always fun. Like every time we did something, it was always fun. My mom did not like her. She was not okay with it. She was just like, no, you need to. Where's your other friends at? Like, why are you with that one? No, come on now, get yourself together. I would do. I think I had before, like when we was younger. Okay, it was cool because my mother knew I would come back home. But once I became of age, like 18, 19, she was like, nah, you not coming home, you staying out. And it's not like I was with a dude, no, I was with a female. So it's like, now it's like, I start coming back home and it's like, Ma, can she come spend the night with me? My mother be like, no. So I'll be like, but she got this situation going on. And I started questioning her, like, I started questioning her God, all kinds of things. Like, you supposed to be Christian. How you gonna say no and you know this person is in this situation? Say, well, you could do this and you could do that, but you ain't gonna do it here. And I was just like, you know what? Okay, okay, okay. Okay. So I'm not coming home and thought I was hurting her, but I only hurting myself because now I'm opening up doors to things that I never seen before, and it's like, whoa, like whoa, this is how people out here live, and it was just like I put myself in these predicaments, and it's like who else fault was it? It was only my fault, and I stayed there. You see, like I knew it wasn't right, but I stayed. So that's how you know it was my soul. Like I was there, like oh my God, I just wanted to be there, and I started doing things that I never did before, like partying and drinking, smoking, and then a lot of negative things started happening. Like it started, I had to realize, wow, I put myself in this situation and I have to take myself out of it, but I didn't. I stayed. So now, um, we turning 18, something like that, and we have a party. It was one of our friends' party. We go to the party. We partying, partying, partying. We all get drunk. Now the cops shut it down. They like everybody got to go. So this particular friend told us, oh, we all going in the same direction. So come on, just wait for me. So we like, okay, we'll wait for you. So me and my other friend, our other friend left. She said, I'm going home. I gotta go home. So we like, all right, we all going in the same direction. Three against one. We should be good. Three of us, we should be good. We take her to the cab. She go home. Now we go back upstairs. This friend say, hold on, just sit right here, y'all. Just sit right here. We be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. So I'm like, all right, all right. We together. We good. But now, mind you, we was drinking. We had drank like a gallon of Bacardi. This is when I don't know why we were drinking Bacardi, but this is when we were drinking Bacardi, and we had a gallon of Bacardi, and it was over. You don't sit still, no, you drunk. So we end up dropping on each other's feet. And now, mind you, I can hear, but I can't really see. So I hear footsteps. And then I feel somebody pulling off my leg. Like, what you think you're going to be here? And you're going to stay here and not give me none? And I'm like, whoa, get off of me. Start going crazy. Get off my leg. Oh, jeez. Then, like, at I guess the heat of the moment, I still was drunk. So after all that happened, I think I'm probably dreaming. I passed right back out. Doop, drop. What woke me up is literally probably a minute later. I heard my friend screaming, "They touched me, they touching me, they raping me." And I pop up. And she like, "Why do I feel like I said?" You see people running out the door, literally running out the door. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do because I know what just happened to me, but I don't know what just happened to her. Like, did somebody really penetrate her? I don't know because I was drunk, passed out. But when we fell asleep, she fell asleep next to me. How did she end up way over there in the corner? And it's just like, somebody had to have did that. Like, who took her? And we were sleeping next to each other. How did we end up in the corner yelling, screaming, going crazy? And our friend is knocked out, butt naked in the bed, knocked out, sleeping good. So it's like, we, that should have been my first experience to just say, oh, I'm out of here. No, we not friends no more. But what did I do? I still stayed. That was when we was like 18 years old. Maybe if we was 18, we had to be 18. I still stayed. Unhealthy. Now we 19 and now we having our children. I'm pregnant, going over there pregnant, still chilling, not really smoking, not really doing nothing, but I was there. Now I had my baby and she had her baby too. Now we both together with kids. So this time, like, I was still trying, I guess, excuse me, I was still trying to, like, I was still trying to, I guess, still have fun and still be a mom at the same time. But it's okay to have fun and still be a mom, but it's how you do it. I wasn't doing it right. That was not how it was done, no. So I used to leave her upstairs with our other person, like a person she was staying with, and I'll go downstairs and I'll be chilling, drinking, probably smoking, and I'll be the first one to dip off because they wanted to ride all night. But I used to be like, nah, I gotta go back upstairs because we're gonna have to get up in the morning and do it again. Anyway, the kids is up there. So that should have been another reason why I should have just cut it clean off. Should have just cut it off. But I didn't. Now, to jump to now, present day, you know, I she would call me still, even though I relocated. She would still call me, and I find a way for her to be from up here and come down here and make her comfortable. Like, okay, yeah, you can come, chill with me, come visit me, and we can, catch up. And I regretted that. I was like, what in the world? I thought we was grown now. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be grown. Even though, like I said, we still partying, we still chilling, but we grown now. You doing different things like driving through the drive-through, asking for cheese on your fries at McDonald's. Like, girl, I was just like, oh Jesus. And that's when I should have, once again, unhealthy. That's when I should have cut ties, but it's a soul thing. I'm telling you, it's a soul thing. You be attached to people, and it's dangerous. It's a dangerous thing, but I couldn't let her go. Like, I still kept communicating with her. We still was friends, and it is what it is. Like I didn't let her know. I felt like I was probably growing out of her, but I just had to. I guess I had to find a way to do it. But God, God always give you a way of escape. If you never knew that, God gives you a way of escape. So now this is the last situation that I guess she says I used one of our friends' death for closure to our friendship, but that's not what it is. It's she just don't see the bigger picture. Like right now, in this present day, I do still miss her because I wonder how she doing. Like, dang, we haven't spoken like a year, maybe now 2 years. Like, wow, that's been a minute. Like, we've been friends since we were 16 years old. That's you have those feelings. You're human. You be like, wow. You hear their name, somebody mention their name to you. You be like, wow, I wonder how they doing. But hey, this is me having this is me growing up, and I have to do that for myself, not for anybody else. If I'm not living that way no more, then I shouldn't surround myself around it. And if you can't understand that, then I guess we just not meant to be friends. Like, it's okay. Like, all my other friends is just riding with it. Like, okay, yeah, she not like that no more. So let's come on. You're not gonna. Oh, why would you try to influence me to go backwards? Like, that's weird. But not saying this friend did. I'm just saying there's people out here that's probably looking at me like she was just doing that. She was just doing this. But at the end of the day, if I'm trying to change for myself, then why you just can't accept it? Simple. But now back. I don't know where that came from, but now back. So this was the situation that happened. The last situation. What they say, the stick that broke the Campbell's back. This was it. So I back to went back to the city to, you know, memorial. I was told, oh yeah, you can come. You have a place to stay. You always have a place to stay with me. Okay. Now, mind you, the place that we were supposed to stay was the same place I used to go to when I mentioned earlier, when I used to leave the kids up there. That's when we was 19, 20 years old. I'm a whole 30-year-old woman now. And this is, I guess, she don't see the bigger picture outside the box. Because, if a small-minded person, they're not going to think outside the box. So, I I was told I could stay there, and all I asked was just let's be adults. You know what I'm saying? Let's be adults. Let's handle this the right way. Make sure you ask the person, can I stay? You know what I'm saying? That's all I asked for. So we go to the funeral. Now, mind you, the memorial was for, we all grew up together. Yes, we all was friends. But at this present time, when this person passed away, y'all was not acquaintances. You knew this person hated your guts for like ever since whatever situations happened between you guys. It had nothing to do with me, so I didn't hold no grudges. I'm not that kind of person. But the day she passed away, she still felt a certain type of way about you. And you go to her memorial and you start saying things that we all see, but why do you have to say it? Like, we trying to make this thing, okay, we try to bring life to the situation, and you just in the corner speaking death. Like, I felt it just stirred my soul, and I did not like it at all. And that was the first situation that happened that made me, turn my nose up. Like, come on, I thought we was grown now. The second situation was when we got back. You informed me that, oh, I had a trip that I had already planned to go away this weekend. And I said, no problem. Like, I don't have no feelings towards you going somewhere. You had a trip planned. Okay, I came up this weekend. Okay. But only thing I ask for you to do is to make sure you let this person know that you're allowing me to stay in this room. I don't mind staying there because I've been around this person years. I'm 30. I met him when I was 17 years old, 18 years old. So why would I not feel comfortable being around this person if I done did it plenty of times but previous? But all I asked was, I haven't did it in how many years? I haven't spent the night over there in how many years? Please, please, just let him know and ask him. That's all I asked. Maybe I should have did it myself. You know, maybe I should have, and I should have went and approached the person. But I should never put my trust in a person. But even though it still wasn't a problem, you know, it wasn't a problem. But we adults now. It's the principle of the matter. You don't just go get your bag, come to Virginia, get your bag, and I'm staying here. That's how I felt. Like, that's no respect. I have respect. My mom taught me respect. I have much respect. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Grab my bag. Oh, I'm staying here. No, just ask. Please ask. And I guess she didn't ask. She just said, okay, well, whatever. You know, yeah, I'm gonna ask. Yeah, I'm gonna ask. And continued left to Williamsburg or wherever she went to. And I'm in here chilling. And I'm in there chilling, just minding my own little business. And next thing I know, I go out to go get something to eat. And he said, Lavika. I mean, yeah, that's my name. Who I thought I said the wrong person's name. Jesus. But yeah, he said, Lavika, what's such and such and such such? And I'm just like, but I thought, you knew such and such because I see on Facebook such and such and such, and you here, so such such. And I'm like, so they didn't tell you that I was back there. She said, no, I thought it was them back there the whole time. I had somebody moving around back there. I thought it was them. It's you. That made me feel so hurt. Like, I got hurt. Like, wow, you didn't even have principles enough to, what if I would have been sleeping? He would have tried to, like, curl up in the bed with me or something. Like, I don't know. People creepy. Like, I don't know. But not saying that it happened. I'm just saying situations can happen. Like, that's scary. Like, and I'm a 30-year-old woman. Things happen. And that's what people don't understand. Y'all don't look at the big picture. You're not looking at the big picture. And you just, oh, I could do what I want still. Got your little attitude. And it's like, no, you don't care about me and you don't care about my feelings. So yeah, I'm done with you. And you could tell whatever side of the story you want to tell. But I'm good and I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Like, I'm good. But like I said, I do still, care for the person. I do. I thought about it plenty of times. Let me see if I can reach out. But I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe it's good that it is this way. Maybe it was meant. It was about time to do it. And if that's what my growth is, cutting ties, then I had to cut my unhealthy soul tie. And that was it. And hopefully, if you do see this video, know that I don't have no problem with you. But it just had to be that way. And I can talk to you. Like, I don't want to be enemies. But it is what it is. But that's my little seminar, webinar, podcast of Unhealthy Soul Ties. Guess what? Thanks for being here with me and listening to me. And tune in for the next one.